An English journalist during the Nanjing massacre took 60 Chinese children and walked over 400 miles to escape the Japanese army. Even more shocking, he risked his life taking photos of the invasion, determined to show the world the truth. But when the Japanese found out, he was nearly executed on the spot. In 1937, the Japanese army stormed into Nanjing. They claimed they came to help the people, but in reality, they sealed the city shut. No one was allowed in. That's when journalist George arrived in China. He saw what the people were going through and made a bold decision to sneak into Nanjing himself. He managed to get 2 Red Cross passes and disguised himself as a driver transporting medicine. But halfway there, the Japanese stopped him because he was traveling with a Chinese reporter. Thinking fast, George explained the truck only carried precious medicine. The officer finally let him go, and George stepped into Nanjing at last. What he saw left him stunned. Entire neighborhoods in ruins, only a handful of survivors hiding in broken homes. He quickly raised his camera, snapping every scene of devastation. But soon he realized the Japanese were hunting him down. To protect the evidence, George hid inside an abandoned building and began typing up everything he witnessed. Then, suddenly, gunshots outside. He looked through the window and saw Japanese soldiers herding civilians into an open square. Seconds later, the massacre began. It wasn't until nightfall that the killing stopped. George stepped out of the building, only to see the Japanese burning bodies and evidence, trying to erase the truth. He clutched his photos, hoping to escape the city, but the Japanese caught him. At their camp, soldiers developed his film. The officer's face turned dark the moment he saw the photos. He pulled out his samurai sword and ordered George to be executed. Dragged to an empty field, George was kicked to the ground. The officer stripped off his coat, raised his sword high, and aimed straight at George's head.